Hello everybody, this is RacerKid998, also known as David. So I'm going to do a quick GTA 5 video here. So here I am in my 20 car garage. Now this is the one that you can get up to 60 cars. You buy like 3 sections. I've only got 1 section right now. It's pretty base, it's pretty stock as far as the options on the garage. I've got, I think, the base lighting, the base floors, the base wording, all that. I haven't upgraded it too much because I didn't have a lot of money at the time when I bought this. But I'm going to walk through and kind of just show you guys my cars. So I have, I don't think I can call my mechanic in here to show you guys, but I have like 5 different garages. No, it's not going to work. I have one Vinewood Hills apartment, and then 4 different high-end apartments, and then obviously my clubhouse for my bikes. So from all of those 5 garages, I've centralized all my cars here. So as you guys have probably seen on my channel, I have a few videos of me selling all my other cars. So in here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want to say like 9 cars in here, 9 or 10. And that's all I have. And then I've got 6 or 7 bikes over in my bike clubhouse, but I'm keeping just cars in here. So I'm just going to try to keep all my cars in here. Eventually extend to 40 and then 60 if I need to, but I just like having all my cars in one location. I didn't like having different cars in different garages and having to drive to different garages and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go through my cars real quick. So let me go back over here to the front. Now this is the first car I'm going to show you guys. This is my my custom LG. I say custom, but I guess all the cars in this game are custom because you bring them into the mod shop. But this is my LG. Of course, all my cars that I own are maxed out in performance. So I don't even need to go into transmission, EMS, or ATS, whatever, all that stuff. Turbo, all that's maxed out. But, you know, this is, so it's matte black and matte blue. That's the kind of color scheme I'm going with here. Here we have my Comet, my custom Comet. This is the Porsche in real life. This car is just awesome. I made it, obviously, I make my cars really ricey. A lot of people aren't fans of the huge spoilers, wide body kit, stuff like that, but that's just my personal preference. So yeah, this one's obviously a little ridiculous with how big the wing is, but yeah. Let me see if I can show you guys the interior real quick without leaving, because this is one of the ones where you can customize the interior. So you see I've got carbon fiber panels, red seats, stuff like that. Red interior. Alright, next up we have my Reaper. Now I originally sold all my cars in that one video I have because I was trying to buy the Reaper and the FMJ. I didn't feel like spending money on this game anymore and getting shark cards, so I just sold my cars to buy these. The Reaper is really fun, really fun to drive around. It's like kind of like your classic Lamborghini kind of feel, but it's a really fast car. I keep it simple and clean with this car. As you can see, I've just got some deep dish rims, just nice clean silver paint job. I never have silver cars. I always have like crazy colors like these. Or, well, these are kind of toned down. But I used to always have lime green cars, yellow cars, stuff like that. So here we have my FMJ. Got a pearlescent on this one. I think it looks really sick. As you can see, that yellow secondary on the carbon fiber wing in the back. There's the engine right back there. And I love this car because the headlights or the taillights light up right there, and then the exhaust is right next to it. It's like the Ferrari, I forget what it's called in real life, like maybe the R8, Ferrari R8, Ferrari 8, I don't know. I've seen it in a few YouTube videos. It's a really sick car, but obviously most of these cars in GTA are not exactly like the real life models, but most of them are kind of modeled after 1 or 2 cars. Here we have the R34 GTR. So how you get this is you take the LG, you get a free LG, and you take it to Benny's and then pay to have it turned into the retro version, and then that's what you have here. So just like this one is the retro version of the Comet, and this is the retro version of the GTR. So yeah, this car costs a lot of money. I'm pretty sure I bought a shark card just to mod this car. It was like close to 2 mil when I was done, which is kind of funny because you start off with a stock car. So yeah. Let me just show you the interior real quick. This is the one that a lot of people make to look like the GTR from Fast and Furious, but I wasn't going for that. I just kind of made it my own. But it kind of came out looking a little similar with the gray and the the blue and stuff. But as you can see, it's a full race interior. I even have these carbon fiber seats, which look really uncomfortable for real life. I couldn't imagine having seats that are pure carbon fiber. Maybe carbon fiber shell on the back, but not like that. The doors, the dashboard, everything, it's all racy. So yeah, definitely a track car. And you can see I don't actually have headlights on it. I've got double air scoops. I've seen people put these on in real life, like on one headlight, and they use that as like a daily driver on the street, which is definitely not legal to have a headlight missing. But if you have a track car like this, it looks sick. It's carbon fiber. It gets you a lot of air. It's a good idea. But obviously if it was a street car, that would be just retarded because then you would be missing your headlights. So when I drive this car in game at night, I can't turn on my headlights, and it's actually kind of annoying. I couldn't even imagine in real life how much of a hazard that would be. And then over here we have the Kuruma, or the Evo as I like to call it. So as many of you guys follow my channel know, I drive an Evo in real life. The Kuruma is the closest thing to the Evo in this game. It's not that it's pretty similar in some ways, but it's not really that, like, there's some major differences. Of course I have to have one. I have it in blue just like my real Evo. I wish that this car was more customizable. All these cars you can do all kinds of mods, all kinds of different types for exhaust, all different types of lips. The Kuruma is one of those cars you can't really mod that much. So you see I dropped it down a little bit. I got some skirts on it, but that's about all you can really do. Now if you play a game like Forza or something, which is an Xbox game, I really wish it was for PlayStation, you can get an actual real Evo. But I believe they only have the Evo MR, which is the automatic, which is retarded. The GSR is the stick shift, which is what everyone gets, which is what I have. But yeah. Alright, so this is my second floor. These are my last 4 cars. So I've got the Insurgent over here. This obviously is not the 50 cal version. This is just the normal drivable, well, like storable version. And the reason why I like this one is because you can customize it in the mod shop. You can store it in your garage. The other one's a Pegasus vehicle, and I really wish you could keep Pegasus vehicles in here. I know you can keep some of them in the new warehouse, but I haven't gotten into that yet. Here we have an Emperor. So this car is really crap. It comes with rust already on it. This is literally a car that I got just as a dick around car. Me and a couple of my friends all got these, modded them up, race them around. I'll take this when I just want to run into things or just, you know, just mess around. It's one of those fun cars to mess around in. Here I have a Picador. I believe that's how you say it. This is an El Camino in real life. This is kind of the same. It's just a mess around car. Obviously, I put a little bit more money into this one. It's chromed out, which is a lot of money. And all these cars are maxed. So these are still maxed in performance, which is dumb. I always do that though. Like even when I had the Surfer, the hippie van, I maxed that out in performance. It was still super slow. But I just always like to max out my cars. It raises the resale value too. But usually selling cars in GTA, it's not very profitable. I wouldn't recommend doing it. But I made a video of every car I've ever sold. Other than like my first 2, I had a Buccaneer and a Mini Cooper. I never got those on video. But every other car I've sold since then, I basically recorded it. That way, once I get a certain amount, I can just upload a video to kind of immortalize my old builds forever. And if I ever want to rebuild my cars, I can always look back at those videos and see what I had and then rebuild them. Now that this might be getting up to a 60 car garage, I might do that. One quick thing before I talk about this last car. I really wish for the 60 car garage, so this is 20, you can get 40 and then 60. I wish that it would just go up like 10 floors, because instead it's treated like 3 separate garages. So I'd go like down to the little portal, I'd say office garage 2 and then go into the second one, office garage 3 and go into the third one. I wish it was just like just a whole bunch of floors, because I like having that feeling of all my cars in the same garage. The 60 car garage is technically 3 separate garages just in one place. So it's like owning 3 apartments at the same building. So yeah. And then this is the last car I have here, right over here. This is the Rhapsody. This car is not super fast, but it's kind of fun to drive. It's like a little Volkswagen, like a Golf or something. Not a Golf, but like a hatch. Maybe a Golf, maybe like a Golf hatchback. I'm not sure what it would be in real life, but it's definitely a Volkswagen. But it's really, really fun to drive. Me and one of my friends got this car. It was actually pretty expensive. It's one of those hipster update cars. So it's like $100 grand or something. But this was a fun car to kind of drift around and dick around in. So me and a couple of my buddies made a video a few months back on my channel with these, and we were just drifting around the airport and having fun. So I'll definitely be adding some cars soon, because I got a whole 3rd row up there, and I've got, like 2 more spots down here. So if you guys have any of these cars you'd like me to spotlight in a video, any of these cars you'd like me to take out and show you. I know a lot of people are a fan of that retro GTR down there, so I might do a video on that. Just let me know, leave a comment below. But yeah, I haven't made a garage video in a while, so this was just basically just to give you an update on all the cars I currently own. And now I will go over to my clubhouse and show you guys my bikes real quick, just to kind of get that out of the way. So let me exit. Let me get a car. We're gonna drive the Evo over to the bikes. Also, this Evo is not very realistic for how it drives compared to real life. In real life, the Evos corner really well. They're all-wheel drive, so you know they stick really well to the corners. That's like one of their claims to fame, is not necessarily the raw power, but just how well they handle. In this game, I don't know if it's rear-wheel drive or not, but it drives like crap. You can't take corners without drifting out. So a lot of people don't like the Kuruma in this game because of the driving, because it's just so bad. Obviously, people usually get the armored one, but yeah. All right, so we're gonna go to the clubhouse. Where is it? So Goon Squad office is my CEO name, CEO organization, and then Goon Squad is also my clubhouse. So Goon Squad V2 clubhouse. All right, it's only 0.4 miles away. That's another reason why I like this location, because it's so close. This car definitely looks like it's rear-wheel drive in this game. Let me see. It definitely is. I think all cars are rear-wheel drive in this game, to be honest with you, though. But that's kind of retarded. They made a rear-wheel drive Evo, but that's okay. I know it's not supposed to be exact. It's not technically an Evo. It's a Kuruma, but they obviously modeled it after the Evo, so I wish it was a little bit more similar. We'll just park her right here. All right, now we're going to run in here real quick, and I'll just show you guys my bikes, and I'll be done with the video. That way I can just kind of show you everything. I would centralize my bikes in the other one with my cars, but they just take up so much space, and the clubhouse is already a perfect little bike hideout. I may as well just keep my bikes in here, just have bikes and cars separate. Obviously, unless I fill up my clubhouse. But I'm not planning on doing that. I want to keep this. I want to keep all my bikes in here. So I'm just going to show you guys my bikes real quick. I don't have a lot. Here we have the Enduro, the Nemesis. These are all really custom, by the way. I've done a lot to them. The Manchez, the Sanchez, which is chromed out, and then the Sanchez livery. I'm not sure how you say that. That's just the one with the sponsors on it and stuff. And then over here, we've got my other bikes. We've got the Rat bike, which I put way too much money into this thing. You can get really intricate with the details on this. Every little part you can change out, and I put a lot of money into it, and it's very slow still. It's super slow. I thought it would be fast, but it's not. And then we have my actual decently fast bike, which is the Body 801. I got this bike just because it's decently fast. I wanted some sport bike, and this bike is really cheap. It was like $8 grand, and then after I modded it, it was like 100 grand. So it's really fast. I might get a couple other crotch rockets to stick in here. I believe you can only have 10 bikes, right? And I've got 7, so I can get 3 more bikes. So I really want to get like the Western Zombie Chopper or the Nightblade, and then maybe some other really fast crotch rocket. But as you can see, I'm really a big fan of the Supermotos, like dirt bikes that are, you know, dirt bikes that are also road bikes. These bikes, their handling and their suspension and everything is very lifelike. Actually, a lot better than real life. So if you have a bunch of friends in GTA, driving around these kind of dirt bikes, all off-roading and going on adventures is actually super fun. They can just climb hills like you would not believe. So I usually get the Manchez or the Sanchez, a couple of my buddies, and we all ride around, and we go up like Mount Chiliad and go off the jumps and do backflips all the way down Mount Chiliad, just stuff like that. Dick around, kill the cops, you know, typical GTA stuff. But they're a lot more fun than the sport bikes as far as messing around with your friends. All right, guys, but that's it. I've now shown you both my garages. Pegasus vehicles, I don't have them stored anywhere, so there'd be no way for me to really show you. But I only have a few of them. I've got the limo, the stretch, some of the single-seater jets, stuff like that. But thank you guys for watching. I will catch you in the next one, and also I will have a video coming out very soon, a sequel to that Selling All My Cars video I made like about a year ago or so. It's called Selling All My Cars Episode 2, and it's basically just all the cars that I've sold over the last couple months, all compiled into a video to kind of show you guys. So yeah. All right, guys. But thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next one. All right. Bye.